So hey everyone and welcome back to the vlog. We are first gonna stop to show you guys the view basically from up here before we continue walking. And to be honest, I have no idea where we are going. Look at that view. Right. A lot of these areas are farms basically. You see a lot. Oh, there it is. There's, I don't know whether you guys, somewhere there. I think those are sheep. There you go.
Which place, sorry?
Right. Somewhere here. I think that looks huge in it. There you go. Look at the view. The river. That's the highway. Not exactly the highway, the drawbridge basically. Then on the right is basically all the farms, and then another road right here and a bunch of trees, and we'll be continuing down the road, I mean the sidewalk basically. See the smoke, more like the mist rolling up the hill. Maybe when we came up we have the perfect view. There you go. Maybe we'll be heading to this Chateau. The back of the car, basically. And my parents seem to have vanished. So, there should be a windmill around here. It shows on the map that there is a windmill around here, but we don't seem to be able to find it. But there is a building that it may represent the windmill, but we won't know. Maybe this is the windmill? It's interesting because it's not the same usual windmill that is the thick spikes around here, but this one has a lot of like spikes around. So there must be a lot of snow during the winter, because you see that the roofs of this house is like completely slanted. Not all the roofs are the same, because this one is like two like different roofs, while like this one up here is like completely slanting. So this house right here, it is a shop actually, and years ago when they still have a king right here, that particular shop that I showed you was the shop where they're actually making money for the king, and that's what it is. And now it is a jewelry shop basically. And here we are. This is the monument gate. There's a statue of someone right there. Not sure who that's big, but yeah. And each block with the monument, which is a history monument, they have a plaque right here. This is monument historic, and then it has a name. Right now we are following the choo-choo train around, but instead of sitting in there, we are walking. And we are arriving at the other castle. I think it's more like the Dutch castle than the actual castle where the king lives. At our lunch
No.
Coffee?
Actually, it's only 18 degrees. To say actually, you can either at the end or you take it as with a white wine as a clear. To start the aperitif.
Okay. Time for you to drink it. So?
Not a fan. Okay.
Did we?
Yeah.
Bypass Dôme, is it?
No, it goes through Dôme when we went back. On the way back from the shop. Oh,
Oh, huh?
fleuve.
A what?
Actually, in France, you have a distinction between a river and a fleuve. Fleuve is a river.
So we are in a different town. The same area but not far. As you can see, there's a lot of that there is part of the old city, and right here is actually the new city that we are walking in right now. We are having the sweater on because it says it might rain in an hour or two, so that's why a lot of people are either having their umbrellas out or their jackets out, and suddenly everyone seems to have disappeared off. Look at this river. So once in a while people would take the boat that it goes around like the river and back here again. Here you can see perfectly like the old city that is built into the rocks, the mountain basically. The boat is coming. People are kayaking here too.
Ça fait à manger, quoi.
Nice shops around. So we are walking to a point which I have no idea where it is. But look at this. Can you imagine before this used to be a whole mountain before it split? So it is said that this street that we are walking on right now, all the houses here are abandoned because this hill right here, it seems that the rocks are collapsing. So like all these houses here are totally abandoned. So that's why there's like none of the things are totally well kept. There is no gate in here. So I wonder whether we can get in. Yeah, my inside is totally abandoned. There's like nothing left in here. And even this roof is like collapsed. So even this car, this used to be, I suppose, a very pretty car. It got crushed by this like tree that collapsed, like fell off the rock, like the hill. And now they have this like big barrier that says like you're not allowed to go in, basically. It is hot. Look at that castle right here. I think it's a house, but it looks like a castle from up here. So this house is growing string beans, I think. Isn't it cool? So this stairs right here leads all the way up to the old city. We won't do that today. And now we're walking through the small hut. It's more like a chateau than the castle chateau than a hut. Ew! Oh my! Almost dropped the phone again. And then here comes the river. There's nice smells around here.
Very, very cute.
This one is nice.
Look at the stars.
Voilà.
It's been raining, so I'm a little bit afraid of falling.
There was a house with a swimming pool.
And now we are on the grounds of Chateau. We are walking around the outskirts of the place first before we head in to the buildings. Look at that is my work. The chateau. That's the castle. And that is the river. And that is a cemetery area. So each area where you'll see like a castle in, like this one's right here, here, like right there. So each area with a castle is like a small kingdom basically, and it's a little bit like in China where you have the small kingdom and then you have like each kingdom fighting with each kingdom before like the king arose, if I am right. Something always amazed me with like cemeteries in Europe is that they're all buried in like one tomb basically, and like all the caskets you see, if you see here where they had a circular thing, they will remove that and a casket goes in, so each family's casket will end up in the same tomb ground. We should be arriving at the chateau fairly soon. The boutique for the knight and the princess. Here is the entrance to go in the castle. It seems to be closed right now. The Chateau de Pignac. No big deal if we don't go in. So we are able to walk through the sites, like on the side of like the chateau, but we are not able to go into the chateau. So these are the walls surrounding the site. So what I cannot believe in the last thousands of years, I'll say thousands, where within these four walls you have a king, a queen, servants, a princess or a prince, and their grandkids all living in these four walls. We're not talking about like, England and like countries that still has like the royal family living in like the castle, the place, the house they're living in. I'm talking about all these old castles where they have like what we see in the Disney movies, the princess with like the long like cap and the wizard and all these like things going on. And these houses, despite it having shops and people living in it right now, at a time this used to be a kingdom by itself, where the king would take, like when we see in the movies, they would take like items or possessions of like poor people basically. And this is just one of the kingdoms that we are seeing. There are other kingdoms we have seen so far, and it is truly amazing to see how people live in those times.